After 6 months in a dust-filled hellhole, the plane finally touched down. All I could think about was seeing my wife and crashing in my own bed. I walked up to my front door, key in hand, all set to surprise her. But the surprise was on me. The key didn't fit. When I finally got a locksmith to let me in, the house was half empty. A quick, frantic check of my bank account confirmed the sick feeling in my stomach. Every single dollar of my deployment pay was gone. She didn't just leave, she cleaned me out. But she made one huge mistake. She left a paper trail, and I was about to use it to take back everything she stole, and the house she was shacked up in with her new guy. So here's how it all started. I'm a military man, proud of what I do for my country and to provide for my family. My wife and I had been married for 5 years, and I thought we were solid. I really thought so. I put in the long hours and spent months away from home, all so we could have a good life. I trusted her with everything. While I was deployed, I was earning good money with my deployment pay and other benefits. I was doing what I thought was right, sending money home, making sure the bills were paid on time, and putting a little extra aside for our future. I had no idea my wife's plans for our future were completely different from mine. Coming home, I was picturing a warm welcome. You know, a huge hug, a home-cooked meal, just collapsing on the couch together. Instead, I walked into a ghost town and a zero-balance bank account. Pure panic set in. I called my bank, my voice shaking, and they confirmed it. All my deployment pay drained, every last cent. The feeling of betrayal was like a punch to the gut. I tried calling her, texting her. Nothing. It turns out she had moved in with some other dude, leaving me with nothing but an empty house and a hole in my chest. I was furious, but I knew that just being angry wasn't going to get my life back. I had to get smart. Those first few days were a blur of anger and confusion. How could the person I trusted most in the world do this to me? I felt completely powerless, but then, as I was sitting there in my half-empty living room, something clicked. I wasn't powerless. I had options. That's when I decided to call a lawyer and figure out what my rights were. That phone call changed everything. I learned that because the money was earned while we were married, it was considered marital property. I had a real case to get back what was mine. I wasn't going to just lie down and take it. I was going to fight back, and I was going to use the law to do it. I started digging. I pulled every military pay statement, every bank record, anything that could show where the money went. I traced every single dollar, and what I found made my blood boil. She had used my money to furnish her new life with her boyfriend, paying for furniture, dinners, even a vacation. I was going to hold her accountable for every penny. I filed for divorce and made sure my claims spelled out her financial fraud in painstaking detail. My lawyer immediately filed for temporary support orders to stop her from spending any more of our assets. As the legal process started, I felt a switch flip inside me. I wasn't the victim anymore. I was taking control. My lawyer even brought in a forensic accountant who could present the evidence to the court in a way they couldn't ignore. This wasn't just about the cash, it was about justice. Walking into that courtroom was intense. I was nervous, but also weirdly excited. I had my binder full of evidence, and I was ready when my wife walked in. The look on her face was priceless. She never, ever thought I'd fight back this hard. You could see the judge's expression change as my lawyer laid it all out. The bank statements, the receipts, the whole dirty story. Her face went pale as she realized how deep the hole she'd dug for herself was. The judge was not happy with her, not at all. The ruling was a total victory. The judge ordered her to return all the money she'd taken and, the best part, granted me a lien on the house. In that moment, this huge wave of relief just washed over me. I had my life back, justice was served. In the end, I got my money back, which secured my financial future. As for the house, she was forced to move out, and I took possession. It was a bittersweet feeling. I'd lost my marriage, sure, but I got my dignity back. I got my stability back. I've moved on since then, focusing on my career and myself. I learned a hell of a lesson about trust and betrayal, but also about how important it is to stand up for yourself. It turns out I'm a lot stronger than I ever gave myself credit for. Look, the reason I'm telling you all this is simple. If someone does you wrong, don't just roll over, know your rights. Use the system, document everything, get professional help, and fight for what belongs to you. Betrayal is a terrible thing, but you can turn that pain into power. I did, and you can too.